Michaela Salazar, and right here next to me is Elizabeth Murphy. We hope you guys are having a great evening today. We are reporting from H.E. Charles down at El Paso, Texas. Over these past years, we have been having debates, especially revolving around the hoodie policy.
According to the official Charles website, open quote, hoodie sweatshirts, pullover sweatshirts with Charles logo only is allowed, end quote. However, some in the administration still make students remove their logo-encrusted hoodies. Many view this as unfair, some even moving to abolish the hoodie policy as a whole. Others think that the policy must be strengthened, viewing hoodies as a safety hazard to the school. My team at Representing the Unrepresented has managed to gather some interviews with teachers and students at Charles. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Murphy from Representing the Unrepresented, and I'm here with Ms. Coons at H.E. Charles Middle School. Today we will be discussing the hoodie policy and personal and professional views. The first question is, what do you believe the hoodie policy at Charles currently consists of?
My belief is that there are no hoodies allowed on campus. The cold weather clothing outline says that hoodies, sweatshirts should not be worn. My understanding is that the outerwear you can wear has green, black, or gray and must be unzipped.
Okay. What would you say if I told you that on the website it currently says that hoodies are allowed as long as they have the Charles logo?
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that.
And so a lot of people tend to confuse the rules, and a lot of people tend to confuse the rules and aren't really up to date on the hoodie policy, which is why we are discussing whether it is just or unjust. Should it be unified, or should it be, we can't keep it, sporadically known.
Okay.
So the second question is, what is your take on the hoodie policy?
So I have two opinions. I'm going to say professionally, I'm an employee of the district, and by law I have to enforce our rules. So one of the rules that is enforced at the school is the dress code policy. The dress code policy I have here was handed out at the beginning of the school year to all the students and to any new registering parents. So this is the policy that was brought out to our faculty meetings, and this is the policy I follow today.
Okay.
Personally speaking, I actually went to a middle school that had no dress code at all, and I don't feel like we're very violent anymore the way the past was. I don't think we have a lot of gang problems. I personally, if I was to make a judgment call, I would say that I would allow hoodies in my classroom. However, because it's a school rule, I do not at this time.
So that said, if a student tried to enter your classroom wearing a Charles-related hoodie on a day other than Friday, which is Spirit Day, would you allow it?
Okay, for right now, no, because I haven't been informed by my admin that that's allowed.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Ms. Coons, and there you have it.
Standing here with me is Miss Almond. So Miss Almond, how do you feel about the hoodie dress code?
I am against the hoodies. I feel that students use it as a security item. I feel the hoodie, once it goes up over their head, is now becoming a cozy spot, and they tend to fall asleep within their hoodie.
Miss Almond, how do you, would you prefer to have more, how should I say, lenient?
No, I believe that discipline begins with the dress code. I think the dress code should be enforced. I believe that it should be enforced and really strict policy, and I believe the guidelines need to be made clear. Right now they're very vague, and so different teachers allow different items on their students.
Well, thank you, Miss Almond, and there you have it. Right now we'll be interviewing Miss Linny on our hoodie policy. How do you feel about the hoodie policy for Charles?
I feel that it's fine for the kids to wear their hoodies as long as they're school related and for sports or orchestra or band or choir, it's fine.
Okay. Do you think that the Charles permit should be more lenient?
No, I think it's fine the way it is. I think that the students express what they like to do, or their outfits, that their hoodies are fine the way they are. I think that's almost it's a club or an organization, I think it's okay.
Well, according to the school rules, we are able to wear them as long as they're school related. And now you have our view.
I'm Lucia Williams, and I'm here representing the Unrepresented. And I'm here with Joshua Diaz, the 7th grader from Charles, and on an interview. Joshua, what do you think the hoodie policy consists of?
I think it consists of like you not being able to wear any type of hoodie, like not even a school represented one.
What if I told you that honestly online the policy says that you can wear a hoodie as long as it represents Charles Middle School?
I would be surprised because I didn't know that you could wear I didn't know you would be able to wear a school represented hoodie. I thought that any type of hoodie was not allowed.
Question number 2, what is your take on the hoodie policy?
My take on it would be that my take on the hoodie policy would be that my take on the hoodie policy would be that kids should wear any type of hoodie, not just like a school represented one.
Okay. Has anyone ever instructed you to remove your hoodie even if it's school related? If so, what did you do?
Yes, because one time I had walked into the school and someone had told me to take off my hoodie, and I said why, and they said because it's a hoodie, and I'm like, but it's a school represented one, and they're like, it doesn't matter, you still have to take it off. Any hoodie is not allowed.
If anyone ever moved or abandoned the hoodie policy as a whole, would you support it and encourage others to do so?
Yes, because hoodies should be allowed. Any type of hoodie should be allowed because they're just hoodies. I don't think anything's wrong with them. They're just hoodies. They're just jackets, regular jackets.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Thank you for your time, Joshua. This is Lucia Williams, and signing off.
I'm Jacqueline Alvarado, an anchor of representing the unrepresented. When Mr. Montes, the assistant principal here at Charles, was asked to comment, he said that he sees hoodies as acceptable, as long as it represents the school. We at Representing the Unrepresented believe that teachers should not be allowed to tell students to remove their hoodies if they stay within the dress code. Every Friday at Charles' Spirit Day, students were encouraged to wear their school-related shirts, jerseys, and hoodies. Why are the hoodies only acceptable on Fridays, when they should be allowed every day? Why buy these hoodies if you can't wear them? The hoodies represent Charles and do just as much good as uniform shirts. So what's the issue? Most aren't even aware of the policy. What do you think? Email us at these addresses.